buckle up, because what I'm about to show you today is not just fast, it's not just powerful, it's not just the next big Chinese supercar. No, this thing is so outrageous, so science-defying, so aggressively disrespectful to the laws of physics that the first time I saw it, I genuinely thought someone was pranking me. Forget everything you think you know about supercars, hypercars, Lamborghinis, Ferraris, Bugattis, all of them. Because right now, sitting in a high-tech facility in China, there is a machine so unhinged, so globally humiliating to traditional supercar brands that it might just be the biggest wake-up call the West has seen in decades. And here's the punchline, the moment that made me literally pause, blink twice, and whisper, there is no way this is real. The Yangwang U9, China's first fully electric hypercar from BYD, has a trick that makes every Italian engineer question their life choices. This thing doesn't just accelerate like a missile, doesn't just corner like it's glued to the earth. It literally dances. Yes, you heard me right. A hypercar that dances. A hypercar that can hop, wiggle, bounce, lift itself off the ground, shuffle side to side like it's warming up for a TikTok routine, all while keeping complete stability and balance. Lamborghini doesn't do that. Ferrari doesn't do that. McLaren doesn't do that. No other production car on the planet can do this. This is what happens when a country decides to throw physics, tradition, and ego straight out the window and build something from scratch, with zero fear, zero limits, and zero respect for Western, this is how supercars should be, rules. And today, we're breaking down every mind-melting detail because the price at the end, oh, that price is going to make Lamborghini owners very, very uncomfortable. Let's start with the presence, because before this thing even moves, before a single electron pulses through its insane motors, the U9 announces itself like a celebrity that fires its stylist, designer, and PR team and does everything better alone. When this car rolls up, you don't ask, what is that? You ask, what planet is that from? The face of the U9 is pure aggression fused with elegance. No oversized fake grille, no desperate vents pretending to cool imaginary cylinders, just a clean, sharply sculpted aerodynamic weapon. The headlights? They're razor-thin, blade-like LED streaks that look like angry eyebrows trained directly at the horizon. They don't illuminate the road, they threaten it. The entire front end is carved like someone gave a supercomputer the task, design something that scares Lamborghinis at night. And the body? Oh man, step back, because from the side, the U9 looks like molten metal mid-explosion. The lines are fluid, violent, almost alive. Every crease is functional, every curve is calculated, every angle screams, I was not designed by humans, I was algorithmically born for speed. Even the door handles are flush, popping out with a crisp mechanical flick like they're performing a magic trick. The wheels? Massive dual-tone turbines that look like they're slicing air even while standing still. And wait till you see the stance. Low, wide, coiled like a predator, ready to leap straight over the car in front of it. The U9 doesn't sit on the road, it stalks it. Move to the back and you see the real flex. A full-width light bar with pixel-perfect animation, a diffuser big enough to host a barbecue, and a central fin that makes the car look like it escaped from a wind tunnel's secret experiment chamber. The U9 doesn't just look fast, it looks dangerous, it looks illegal, it looks like something the Avengers would confiscate. But all of that is just the introduction, the warm-up, the trailer. Because the moment you open that dramatic door and slide inside, you enter a cockpit that feels like it was built for a futuristic billionaire who drives between galaxies for fun. Inside the U9, luxury isn't an idea, it's a requirement. Everything you touch feels premium, sculpted, and tailored with precision. The seats are minimalist racing shells, disguised as thrones, hugging your body like they were 3D scanned just for you. The stitching is perfect. The leather feels like someone trained a herd of cows on how to moisturize. The steering wheel, angular, compact, squared off like something out of a fighter jet. The screens are bright, crisp, and ridiculously responsive. The UI feels like a tablet built by a gaming company. Instant animations, zero delay, no lag, no fuss. You get a massive center display, a sharp digital cluster, and animations so fluid they look like they're running at 240 FPS. Everything is oriented toward one mission: speed. But luxury aside, let's get to the forbidden fruit, the witchcraft, the insanity. The Yangwang U9 has something called DiSus-X, the world's most advanced suspension system ever installed in a production car, period. Not electric car, not Chinese car, any car, ever. This system lets the U9 jump, literally jump. It can lift all 4 wheels off the ground. It can crab sideways. It can dance like a lowrider hopped up on pure caffeine. And it can do all this, not for show, but because the suspension can individually control each wheel in real time with millimeter precision. Imagine driving over a bump and the car doesn't even twitch. Imagine taking a corner so hard that a Lamborghini would skid, and the U9 just laughs, adjusts each wheel, and keeps going like nothing happened. Imagine hitting curbs, potholes, speed breakers, and the car simply gliding over everything like it's floating on an invisible cushion of tech-powered sorcery. This is not air suspension. This is not magnetic suspension. This is not anything you've seen. This is a robot for your wheels. And speaking of robots, the powertrain is straight up disrespectful to the entire hypercar industry. 4 motors, 1 at each wheel, independently controlled, each motor pushing out more torque than most sports cars, and together, they produce a combined output of over 1,300 horsepower and a mind-bending 1,680 newton-meters of torque. 0 to 100 kilometers per hour? 2 seconds flat. Some tests show 1.9. Either way, it's supercomputer fast. It's neck-snapping. It's blink and you're in a different dimension fast. This is not acceleration. This is teleportation with extra steps. Top speed? Over 300 kilometers per hour. Not limited. Not restricted. This thing goes as fast as the laws of electricity allow. But here's what destroys Lamborghini owners emotionally. You get all that power with 0 gears, 0 vibration, 0 drama. It's silent violence, clean brutality, controlled chaos. And when you combine that power with the dancing suspension, you get handling that physics teachers will refuse to explain. The U9 corners like it bends time. It dive bombs apexes. It rotates perfectly thanks to torque vectoring that predicts your inputs before you even finish the steering movement. This is not AWD, this is AI-powered grip. Inside the cabin, everything feels futuristic but calm. Subtle ambient lighting, sharp materials, deep bucket seats, a minimalist dashboard that doesn't distract you from the fact that you're sitting inside something more powerful than a jet fighter and quieter than a whisper. The sound system. BYD installed a premium immersive audio setup tuned for clarity even at insane acceleration. Every song sounds crisp, clean, and cinematic. You're not listening to music, you're experiencing it. And then there's the cooling system. Hypercars usually struggle with heat. The U9 laughs at heat. It has liquid-cooled motors, liquid-cooled batteries, and a thermal management system more complex than some data centers. You can thrash this car, torture this car, push this car for lap after lap, and it doesn't overheat. It doesn't beg for mercy. It doesn't melt. It just keeps going. But let me drop the bombshell that will make Lamborghini brands sweat. The Yangwang U9 isn't a concept. It isn't a limited prototype. It isn't a showcase model for auto shows. It's real. It's in production, and people are buying it. Now you're probably thinking, okay, Atif, this sounds insane. This sounds like a $3 million hypercar. Because if Lamborghini did this, if Ferrari did this, if Bugatti did this, you'd be selling your kidneys, your house, and probably your neighbor's goldfish to afford it. But remember, this is BYD, the company that's currently dominating the global EV market, the company that doesn't care about European tradition, the company that out-engineers, out-produces, and outprices everyone. So how much? How much for a dancing, physics-breaking, AI-controlled 1,300 horsepower hypercar? The Yangwang U9 starts at around $233,000. Let me say that again. A hypercar that dances, a hypercar that hops, a hypercar faster than most Lamborghinis, a hypercar more advanced than almost anything Italy has made, and costs less than a top-spec Huracan. Lamborghini's cheapest car is more expensive while offering less power, less tech, less speed, less innovation, and definitely zero dancing. This is the moment Europe realizes China didn't come to compete. China came to replace. The U9 isn't evolution, it's revolution. A declaration that the future of hypercars doesn't belong to V12s. It belongs to electrons, algorithms, and engineering teams that don't care about tradition. And if you want me to make a full breakdown comparing the Yangwang U9 to Lamborghini Revuelto, horsepower to horsepower, tech to tech, cornering to cornering, hit that like button right now. If this video hits 5,000 likes, I'll even rank them brutally and honestly. The Yangwang U9 isn't just a car, it's a threat, a warning, a message written in carbon fiber and electricity. Adapt or get left behind. And that, a TIF Cars family, is why this Chinese hypercar doesn't just break physics, it breaks the ego of every traditional supercar brand on Earth.